What's good, you guys? Welcome back to the Heat Report. And this is the Miami Heat versus the Dallas Mavericks preview, which is actually tonight. The game is tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Just want to wish everyone a happy New Year, and hope you guys enjoyed. The holidays. The holidays are coming to a close, at least for me. And hopefully 2021 can be a lot better than 2020 was, especially for the Miami Heat. Even though 2020 was really good for us, hopefully we can get that chip this year. As usual, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe, and comment down below what your score predictions are for the game against the Mavericks. It's going to be a very close game today, I believe. Start off with the injuries for the Heat. Obviously, Jimmy Butler, he's probable. So he was doubtful, I think, against the Bucks. Now he's probable, so he's getting near and near. He might play. I wouldn't be surprised to see him play, and at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised to see him not play. It just depends on whether Spo wants to, put him in there or not. Obviously, we know Spo doesn't want to rush players. He doesn't like to rush players unless he absolutely has to. So in the regular season, if players have to take time off, he'll do it. So yeah, that's about it. Obviously, in the playoffs, like Goran in Game 6 in the finals, we played Goran because it was a winner go home game, and we kind of had we just kind of threw all eggs in one basket, and he wasn't ready. But in the playoffs, we risked him. In the regular season, we won't risk anybody. So for the Mavericks, obviously Kristaps Porzingis is actually injured as well. You guys probably all know that because he hasn't played this season. Big blow for the Mavericks. And I mean, just talking about the Mavericks real quick, I think the Mavericks, a lot of people were projecting them to be a top 3 seed. I didn't really see it because of the Kristaps Porzingis missing time. And I mean, we'll see what happens with the Mavericks. I'm very excited to see the Mavericks in the future. They're a very young and up and coming team. Kristaps is one of my favorite players in the league. So with him coming back, whenever he comes back, the Mavericks will look scary. But against the Heat, he's not going to play. Maxi Kleber is also a game time decision. I don't think he played in the game against the Hornets, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I mean, as you guys know, the Mavericks got absolutely blown out by the Hornets. It was 118-99, so it was a 20-point loss. It wasn't anything. Oh, so Maxi Kleber did play against the Hornets. My bad. I'm looking at it right now. So he probably picked up an injury in that game. That is probably making him a game time decision for this game. And against the Hornets, I mean, they rarely turn the ball over, but defensively they were terrible. And I think that's where we can get at this team. The Mavericks are not that great of a defensive team. Offensively, they're one of the best They have one of the best offenses, but defensively, they're not that great at all. And that's where we can exploit them with our ball movement. They don't really defend the 3 that well. But I mean, offensively, they're a juggernaut. It's going to be tough to stop the Mavericks. It's going to be easier because they don't have Porzingis, but they still have Luka Doncic, and he can, on any given night, can just go off. They are inconsistent from 3. Like last night, they shot 28. Well, not last night, but 2 nights ago against the Hornets, they shot 28%. So we'll have to defend the 3 well, make sure they don't get any clean looks. Very deep team. But their starting 5, as you guys know, isn't as great because they don't have Porzingis. And they actually have Kleber coming off the bench, which is interesting because in the playoffs, I believe they started him in Porzingis' place against the Clippers. So, I mean, that's interesting. So, their projected starting lineup will probably be Luka Doncic, Josh Richardson. Shout out Jay Rich, former Miami Heat player. He's making a name for himself out there, man. I'm so impressed by Jay Rich, man. The guy's he's killing it. He's absolutely killing it. And yeah, I mean, he was one of my picks for most improved player. We'll see how that goes. But shout out to Jay Rich, Dorian Finney-Smith, Tim Hardaway Jr., and Dwight Powell. Now they're probably gonna have Dorian Finney-Smith run at the 4. So very small lineup for the Mavericks as well. So it's gonna be interesting to see if we run that same small lineup that we did against the Bucks, where we had Avery Bradley, Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, Iguodala, and Bam. Now if Jimmy Butler plays, he's probably gonna have to replace Iguodala or Avery Bradley, and I would probably take out Iguodala because I think Avery Bradley is really important for defensive purposes. Iguodala is a good defender too, don't get me wrong, but I think Avery Bradley also brings more to the offensive end. So I'd much rather play Avery Bradley in the starting lineup than Iguodala. So if Jimmy Butler plays, it's definitely going to be one of those two who are going to be taken out of the starting lineup, I believe. And I mean, if we play that small lineup, like if we put Jimmy Butler at a small ball four, Andre Iguodala at a small ball four, like we did against the Bucks, I think we'll match up well against the Mavericks because they have a small starting lineup as well without Porzingis. They have Dorian Finney-Smith starting at the four, so he's not the biggest, he's not a power forward, he's a small forward. The marquee matchup for me would probably be Avery Bradley versus Luka Doncic, because I think that Avery Bradley is probably going to get the assignment on Luka. He's going to have to do a great job in order to defend him. Luka against the Mavericks didn't have the best game. He had 12 points, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. So he's definitely going to be coming out for blood this game because he underperformed by his, standards. And he's gonna come out and try to kill, especially because he's playing against Goran, who's a fellow Slovenian countryman. So Avery's gonna have to do a very good job to defend him. He did a great job on Chris Middleton the other night. If he can do the same or hold Luka to below 20, then we'll definitely win this game. I can't see anyone else, killing us if Luka's held to under 20 points. That's gonna be the key to me. Can we hold Luka to under 20? Because if we hold Luka to under 20, I'm willing to bet a lot of money that we'll win this game. So Avery Bradley is gonna have to do a great job on Luka. The player to look out for the Miami Heat is going to be Duncan Robinson for me. And I think the reason it's Duncan is because Duncan has had a quiet, couple games against the Bucks. The Bucks are a very good defensive team. Everyone knows about Duncan now. He's on the scouting sheet. He's on the first. He's one of the first names on the scouting report on other teams. Because everyone knows how important he is to our offense. And against the Bucks, they really did a great job defending him, making sure that he didn't really get any clean looks. But against the Mavericks, like I said, they're not the best at defending the three-pointer. So I think he's going to have a lot of clean looks, and he's going to be very important for us against the Mavericks. So Duncan Robinson, for me, is probably going to be our key player to look out for the Miami Heat. And yeah, I think we'll win. I think we'll win this game. I just don't think the Mavericks have enough firepower without Porzingis. I think Luka there's too much. There's a lot of load on Luka, and I don't know if he can carry all that. But after the Mavericks game, we do have a game against OKC, and then we play Boston, and then the Sixers twice. So, we play the Wizards as well. We have a pretty tough schedule, man. I'm not gonna lie, we have a pretty tough schedule because I've been looking at the schedule. It's not that easy. The back end is probably more easier than the front end, but like after the Mavericks, we got the Thunder. The Thunder, we should win that game. No disrespect, but the Thunder are not that great. But the Celtics, Wizards haven't looked great, but they have Russell Westbrook, Bradley Beal, Celtics, Sixers. So we don't have the easiest schedule. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. We don't have the easiest schedule. We're gonna have to make the most of it. We're 2-2 right now? Yeah, we're 2-2 right now. And if we win the game against the Mavericks, we can set a platform for ourselves to go on a pretty nice run here. Because after the Mavericks game, I'm pretty sure we come back home because the Mavericks game is at in Dallas, and then we play the Thunder at home, the Celtics at home, and then we go to then we have like a very 4-game road trip against the Wizards, Celtics, Sixers, and Sixers. So tough schedule, man. We're gonna have to make the most of it. Yeah, and that's probably gonna be it for the preview. Just before I wrap up the video, I just want to make sure you guys check out my podcast that I'm doing with my friends. It's called the Bottle and Lie Podcast. I'll put the link in the description if you guys want to go check it out. And if you guys want me to make another channel where I just talk about NBA basketball in general, please let me know down in the comments below, because I'm really obviously I love the Heat, but I also love the NBA as well. And I just love the NBA. So if you guys want me to make a separate channel where I just talk about teams in general, recap games that just happened, and not just the Miami Heat games, then let me know down in the comments below, because I'm very interested in doing that. I just don't know if people want me to do that. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for me, guys. Hopefully we can get this W against the Mavericks. And please make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe and comment down below what your score predictions are, and let's get this W, baby. Happy New Year, you guys. Peace.